I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. If we share our strengths, we can begin formulating a... A visit to Melve might jog your memory, Master. It seems the village yet reels from the dragon's assault. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Over so soon? Oh, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with everything. Come, I'll lead the way. Tis this way. So, this is Melve. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see.
Pitiable risen. Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate. This moment forth, thou art arisen. Charge and all.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you hung on arisen. I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw...
What say we gather some information?
Shall we go and speak with Sir Leonard, Master? I take it you...
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
Hey, follow me. Follow along at your own pace, Master. I shan't leave you behind. We're here. And
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way.
that reminds me. We've not counted a thief among our number for some time.
Thieves aren't as dastardly as they sound. I'm sure you'd find them a welcome addition, Master. Goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's more to be found while we're here?
Together, we are indomitable.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust.
Let me get that.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our king sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. There's still only one. Regardless, you will not be by my mistrust.
Wait to find out what's inside. it again! I'll get the better of our foe yet. Lucky us. That's worth taking.
Your ability to trip over nothing never ceases to amaze me.
Oh, don't mind me. These things happen.
Oi, where do you think you're going? Our destination is the border checkpoint.
An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force.
I am poised to strike. Just say the word. Shall I assist?
What is that? A tower? Nay, a statue?
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it.
I'll carefully conserve my strength. An endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate. An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
There's no reason to rush into our bedrolls.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
I've got a good feeling about this one. Look, Master! Goblins!
We have no means of exploiting that.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, old wager.
No harm in. I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Well done.
enemy today.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
Is as you say.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
That is most fortuitous.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
What's this? We're trapped. A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Cyclops, pray, be on your guard. Arisen, are you all right? Mayhap the force of this torrent will be employed for our own ends.
It's a cloud thing on this. Unleashing it during combat to muster off foes. This brute has quite the temper.
Might we not use their range to our advantage?
It's easily done.
Prepare yourself!
Am I the only one getting knocked about?
If we're to have any hope of victory, we must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal.
No quarrel here.
It's time we made the capital to
You have my gratitude, sir. Could seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted you're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now. The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
It can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I'm about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
About ready to fall asleep on my feet.
I was informed of your coming, would-be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign. the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days passed. You confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Ramon's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?